That's how you do that shit.
You're watching Homebrew, hosted by Big Secu at secu.com.
Okay, so that was thoroughly disgusting. I'll apologise for that. I won't ever apologise for burping or farting, but for that I will apologise. Well, happy Homebrew Wednesday, greetings and salutations. As you may have gathered from the beginning of this video, the beginning of the video, I've got the cold. Yeah. It's not pleasant, and I've been off work for a couple of days. I'm going back tomorrow, though. I am feeling better than I was, and I'm still blowing my nose like crazy. Anyway, I don't mean to be melancholy. Oh, I'm so sick. Oh. Well, what have I been up to this week? Okay, let's see. Well, you know the 2 all grains that I fucked up, that I spoke about last week? I have taken the first one, the one that was 0.5% ABV, the one that was far too bitter, getting a kilo in it, that's fermented out, still too bitter. Still too bitter. So I've got a pressure barrel, I've chucked it in a pressure barrel with some priming sugar, and it's carbonating. I'm just going to put it in the loft and leave it for a month or two, and we'll see what like in a couple of months. There's no point in chucking it away when it might turn out to be okay given time, and time is a big healer as far as beer's concerned, or brews in general. Also, I've just put in 100 grams of Simcoe dry hopping into my see, this cold's fucking with my head, honestly. Into the AG, the partial one, because I put DME in it, didn't I? The one where I boiled the mash in the bottom half of the tun. Yeah, nice. So just dry hop that. It's come out really high for a gravity reading. So its final gravity is 1032. Now, that seems really high. It doesn't taste particularly like mega sweet. So it's 7.3%. Oh, the wife's using the bathroom. Here she comes. Pardon me. So as I was saying, my second all grain. So as I was saying, my second all grain, the one that I had to put DME into, I've just put 100 grams of Simcoe into that to dry hop it in secondary paint strainer bag around the fermenter. Right. Now a company has sent me a beer kit to try out for them, to critique, I suppose, being a vlogger, as I am, a video blogger, if you don't know what that means. Right, so here's what I've got. It's from lovebrewing.co.uk, and it's one of their craft brewery series beer kits. So this is Uncle Teddy's Yorkshire Bitter, and in the pack we've got instructions, got some Burton ale yeast, they even give you priming sugar, and whole leaf fuggles, 50 grams, and then the big tamale, 3 kilos of hot malt extract. There it is. Right, so I'm not going to be making that until after Christmas. But I'll be making it to the instructions. Otherwise, you know, what's the point? I suppose. I'll be interested to see. It's supposed to produce a super hoppy bitter. I've had a quick look at the instructions. There's one or two bits of the instructions that I potentially wouldn't necessarily think of doing, or do myself. But then, hey, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna follow their instructions to the letter and see how we get on. What kind of beer comes out the other end? Right. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to tell you about? Oh yeah, one quick thing. So at the minute in Tesco in the UK, we've got this on sale for £1.25 a bottle. It's a 630ml bottle of Singha Thai lager beer. Now, I'm not a big lager drinker as such, and you know, I'm a home brewer, so I don't usually buy that much beer. I'll only usually buy special or individual or, you know, exotic beers that I want to try, etc. But in this case, I thought it's not a bad offer, £1.25 for a big bottle of beer like that. It's not bad beer actually, and the labels come off really well, giving you nice big 630ml bottles. Everyone's a winner. Oh, finally, I know this isn't a particularly interesting Homebrew Wednesday this week, I'm sorry. It's just I've not been well. I've been drinking cups of tea and lemsip and eating paracetamol like it's going out of bastard fashion, I have. I promised to show my drinking, I'm going to call it my drinking instead of my review, of Dave the Welsh brewer from the Welsh Dragon Brewery, his Hop Cider High Alpha edition. So we'll play out with that. Here we go. Let's go and see what big Welsh baldy Davy boy Welsh wavy Davy Gravy's got to say about this. Right, cheers. Later. I may or may not, okay, more than likely may, have had one or two sherbets, a couple of drinks, maybe. What do you reckon? Hey! So as promised to a Welshman, hello, my name is David, and I am a slightly thinner and less good-looking version of Big Q. Yes, I am, with my glasses from Wales. And I have made this, said Dave, the Welshman, from the Welsh brewer, the Welsh Dragon Brewery. Let's get it right. Let's get that shit right, baby, the Welsh Dragon Brewery. Look at the label. Good label, eh? Laminated. Laminated labels, Dave. Nice and clear. Although you can't see, but it is clear. Laminated labels, and do you know what? Look really good. These are a bitch to get off to recycle the bottles. Hey, Dave, you never fucking thought of that, did you? Jesus. Down there, busy shagging sheep, etc. And you never thought of your old mate CQ trying to get a label off your bottles. Honestly. So let's try this out. It's Hop Cider High Alpha Edition. And it is 7% ABV. And it is 7% alcohol by volume. Okay? Let's crack this sucker open. Boom. with some movie-based chisel there for you. Let's pour this sucker. Boom. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Look at the head on that sucker. Oh shit! That is it's escaping down the side of the glass. That is some lively Welsh cider. Oh yes indeed. Right. So there we go. So it's lively, and it is more lively than it even would be in a normal glass, because I've put it in a Brewmaster Ben widget glass. Get yours, Brewmaster Ben widget glass. No, sorry, he doesn't actually sell widget glasses, but he probably should. Make a few quid. Anyway, so look, it's nice and clear. Look at that. Look at the snowstorm, the bubble storm in there, and then we've got this massive head. It's growing. Look at the head on this sucker. It's growing. It's about to escape out the glass again. I can smell hops. It smells like hop cider to me. So I'm going to have a bash. Let's go for it. Cheers, Dave. Thank you very much indeed for sending this to me. Thank you. It's a very familiar taste, I have to say. It tastes almost exactly like one of my hop ciders. You've got that zing, kind of an appley zing about it. Decent carb. It's got the hoppy aroma to it. And the strange thing about hop cider is that, like, if you take a hoppy beer, you know what hoppy beer tastes like. In your brain, before you even drink it, you're thinking, I have an expectation of what this is going to taste like. Because if you've drunk hoppy beers before, you know what hoppy beer tastes like. But with a hop cider, unless you've had hop cider, you have nothing to yardstick it against. So your brain says, well, it's probably going to taste like a big hoppy beer, but it's not. It's weird. It doesn't taste like a big hoppy beer. I'm not even sure you could really claim it tastes hoppy in as much as you expect it to taste hoppy, like a big hoppy beer would taste hoppy. Maybe I'm talking shite because, you know, I've had a couple of drinks. So there's a hop aroma to it, which is standard with hopped ciders. Obviously you would expect that. Mine are exactly the same. It smells like one of my hop ciders, and also I'll revise that. It tastes very similar to one of my hop ciders. I don't think there's as much hops in this one as there is in one of mine. But it's very close. Yeah. So Dave did a high alpha, that's this one, and a low alpha. I've done that one before. I think I prefer the high alpha versions. I think high alpha hops are better for dry hopping hop cider. Depends on your tastes, obviously. For me, and I think Dave liked this one better as well. Hop cider. La 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 la. I think high alpha is better than low alpha. Yeah.